Austin Park, Pride of Longbridge.
So yeah, as Chloe has just said, we're at Cuppa Park in Longbridge in Birmingham. We are here for the Pride of Longbridge show. We are in Nippy Norm.
Nippy Norm.
It was
The fan is going, keeping that K-series from blowing up.
Yes. And we are taking you with us. So come join us.
Blue skies. The excitement of seeing BMC, Rover, Austin, Leyland all in one field.
And what was really nice, because Chloe on the way here asked me how I feel about Rovers. And for me, as we were talking, I had a Rover Mini as my first car, so that was quite good. And I also had a Rover, now I can't remember if it was a 45 or a 25, as my wedding car.
Very good. Let's go see what we can find. So Nippy Norm, gracefully, with all of his mud splendour.
He's used as an everyday car.
He's an everyday car. He's here. That's his best side. And if you do see us here, we're giving away stickers. So we just want to show you the variation of everything that's here, from MGs, MGFs, the early Metros, Rover 800s, you name it, it's here. Even a Woody Morris Minor, absolutely lovely to see. That's a really early one, Austin 6-lit. And then on this side, which is what I absolutely love, because we got our Olive, which you guys are going to see more of this year. It's the Clubby Estate. Lovely. The brown Vela. Is that the one that was in the mini mag this year? Does look like it. If not, it's a very similar feature. Lovely red hot. Always gonna have minis in our hearts, aren't we, Peggy? Always gonna have minis in the centre of our hearts.
Whether it's, well, we have got the Leyland, and we've got the Leyland Clubman Estate.
Yeah.
And obviously we do have the BMWs as well, but because they're 51 plates and they're within that first 4 months of their build.
8 months, yeah.
Well, yeah. They were when they're registered.
The first 4,000.
That's it. They're actually Rover stamped, but shh.
Yeah, there was Rover stamps hidden in there. But we won't mention them here. Let's go see. Really good selection there. We've got the Morris Minor. It's that MGB. And then you got MG Midget. Peggy's saying that she is not a vegetarian option. Look at that working van. Very nice. And then you got the different style one here, look. The pickup. And obviously they've come in their Morris Minor, but they've got all their previous cars in memory of the photos. And how cool is that? That's really cool. And then the nice van. Got another Rover. Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice to see them represented there, isn't it?
Well, they can't drive more than one.
Big old Austins there. Look at the fins on the back of these. You just don't see them anymore, do you? Nice to see. Maxes and Allegros. Ah, you know, Element here, that's an Innocenti one. Regent 1300. Oh look, left hand drive. It must have been for the export market. And it's found its way home, back to Longbridge. Nice to see. Triumph Herald being driven there. God, so much to see. Let's go say hello. Yeah. Absolutely lovely row of minis there. The all famous club in front, 1275 GT, gloss black there, looking really good. Flame red, vibrant red. I do love minis. Minis will always be in our heart. We're keeping the estate. I do have a green one to do, a sidewalk that's got to be stored. Well, my brother's buying it off me. But that will come on the channel at some point. I've always had a soft spot for these. My very first car was an Austin A50 Cambridge, so that's always led me to love anything of Austin of that era, and this is no exception. That is just beautiful, very immaculate. Lovely red interior in there, look at that. When cars were cars, eh? How unusual are these? I love the yellow and the white, that's nice. They are really, the window's open on this one, let's go and have a look. I couldn't tell you any information on these. Every day's a school day. So there's always stuff to be learned. So if you want to tell me about them in the comments, please do. How are you finding it so far?
Yeah, I'm really pleased with the turnout considering the weather we had.
It was blue skies earlier, now it's a tad grey, but right, here we are. Maestro and Montego Survivors Club. That's what I reckon they should call this. Because this one is just about... It's definitely a survivor. I quite like it like that though. I would go as far to say that I think it's past running in now. But in true Blue Peter fashion, here's one I did earlier. There is a bit of a comparison. Wow. Look at the amount of space they had inside them. They were really, really big vehicles. Traditional style dash. Traditional old style buttons. But like I say, the room inside them, they were just fantastic tanks of their day. They were just totally universal. If you had a big family, all fit in it, and in luxury, in loads of space. They're economical to run. You open that tailgate and cool, it's like owning a van. Saloon version. This is the MG badge, slightly sportier. It's got turbo on the bonnet there, so possibly turbo edition. Nice to see it. And then my old favourite, I love a Maestro van. Absolutely love a Maestro van. M-Reg, so one of the later ones. Obviously they made them earlier. I think from D, I remember E-Reg Maestro vans. I think they're possibly a D-Reg. So they made them for a few years. But yeah, this is a nice one. Nice example. The handles always used to break. That was the failure on a Maestro and Montego. Is you go and the
mum had a weight one.
they're just, you know. It's a really early EFI on Irish plate, so I believe that's an Irish plate. So I don't know. Vanden Plas edition, top of the range. Vanden Plas wheels. Sunroof. If you've never seen it, you need to watch the video we did where we took a Montego through the car wash. Let's just say Peggy got a little bit wet, but it's quite comical. I don't think she'll want to put a link in because she's embarrassed, but go and have a look for it. We do a car wash test, and it's yeah, it's good fun. Then we got the Maestros. Now Maestros used a whole range of engines. Now me and Peggy once had a red 1.3. It was a great car, great chassis, a little bit underpowered for the weight ratio. And they did a 1.6, which was probably the best balance, but what put that off is when the government changed the taxation. 1.3s became the cheaper tax band of about 140 a year, and the 1.6s got chucked into the higher tax band, which was about 200, 210 a year. So anything of that period, for those sort of 7 to 8 years, a lot of 1.6 vehicles got scrapped, weighed in and so on, or had a lot less high value because of the difference in the taxation. But they're all good cars, and there obviously is a 2-litre diesel Perkins engine in some, and that one says it's a 1.6. But yeah, they were all good on fuel, all very good cars. Fair play, lovely to see them here today.
I prefer the
These are the Rover 200 Tiger Tops, and they're called Tiger Tops because of their roof. There was a coupe, and they have this removable roof that's a T, and you can take the panels off, and they were nicknamed Tiger Tops. But they were the elite of the elite. They had all the leather seats, traditional trim. I mean, this one's only on 66,000. It's only just worn in. Great colour, absolutely great colour. But yeah, the Tiger Top, because of the top. This one's got the lump in the bonnet. Earlier one K-Reg, so it doesn't have the bigger badge that they've put on the front. See the difference? So that's so that's 92. From 93 onwards they changed the front grille. I kind of like the earlier ones, but hey, they're all survivors, so good. This was a common thing on them, that the indicator lens always used to fill up with water. They break the seals around the edge. All you could do is pop them off and re-glue them, dry it out with a hairdryer. Small price compared to other stuff, isn't it? Nice set of Oz wheels on that if you're into that. That one's got a little cap down there, so that's been converted to gas. They weren't that expensive to run, so that's an unusual modification, unless they lived next to a filling station, filling station for gas. Otherwise, it's strange, because they would have had to put the tank somewhere, so it's probably got a tank in the boot, giving it less room. But if it was just a commuting vehicle, maybe that's why. Free and green. Then we got the blue here. There's the original Rover alloys on that. This has got the it's got aftermarket Recaros. Thought it had a two-tone interior then, but it wasn't. It's aftermarket Recaros. Again, 92, 93, and they've streamlined the front. That's a later one, 97 into 98. He looks very standard. He's on the Rover alloys, got the grille, Got the bulge in the bonnet. I think they put a 2 litre in these. If you want to find out a lot more, there is the Rover Cuppa Owners Club logo just there. Yeah, this is a lovely purple one. What a lovely colour. Rover were really adventurous in their colours, and I think the people loved it. Shame we don't do it now. Like, you know, you go and buy these Nissan Dukes and Qashqais and stuff like that now, they're all silver and whites, aren't they? There's a Survivor there. It's had some wheel arch repair, but it looks nice. Another blue one. Looks like he's got himself in the magazine. So that's a Netherlands car. So he's travelled here. That's lovely. That's worthy of a sticker in a bit, isn't it? That's a bit of a trek from Netherlands to here. There we go, nice Austin. Hey. So as you all know, I've got a 200, I've got a 214 R8, and it's called Wilson. And this one's becoming quite famous now.
Yes, thank you. What was going to do something then?
Is it Macy? Something like that. I should remember, shouldn't I? It's an early one. This is a dealer one.
No, good point.
Yeah. Got yeah, this is a dealer's car, and the only issue with it is the lacquer, but other than that, it's a lovely car. But yeah, I'm an absolute big fan. Our Rover, I've got it MOT'd, we've had the engine rebuilt, and then the power steering's played up and failed, so we're just going to get the power steering it's done, and then you'll see Wilson back on the road. I was hoping to have it done back in time to bring him here today, but not the case. So Nippy Norman's ventured here today. But let's go and have a look at the 200s. This is Adam.
Hello.
And he's just come out with the statement, BMW Mini R50s don't rust.
Surely not. Sure, it's modern. It's because Adam doesn't
Simon.
know. But he doesn't remember that R50s were designed by Rover. So that's
Exactly.
That's,
That's what we said. That's what Peggy said to camera earlier.
We're not picking
They
on you,
rust.
Ad. We're not picking on
We're
you.
not.
Honestly.
The nice thing is, because people will see this before Peggy's video, but Peggy has got an MOT now and her car. Yes!
Peggy's had an MOT.
So I must say, Muriel, because I called it Macy earlier. Now I don't know where that came from, but
There
lovely,
we go.
lovely, well done.
She's wearing it well.
Yes, I gave her a hug at the NEC, and I gave her a hug today.
And she's in 214.
Ooh.
We have to get her to sit next to Wilson.
Yes, exactly. That's the next thing upcoming.
Yeah.
This is the colour changing. Look at that, because it does pick it up on camera. Oh, Peggy comes bearing treats. Thank you very much.
We've come here to pay our respects to great Aunt Nellie. She brought us up properly and taught us loyalty. Now I want you to remember that during the next few days, I also want you to remember that if you don't come back with the goods, Nellie here will turn in her grave and, likely or not, jump right up of it and kick your teeth in.
You heard it here first. Nelly. So this is quite nice. The Metros have got a crescent shape. We do love a Metro. Always been a fan of Metro. A Metro is basically a big Mini, isn't it? And Nippy Norms attracted some friends, look. Isn't that cool? It is lovely to see so many Metros here. Because Metros don't get the same representation that Minis do. You know, there's Mini Magazine and Mini Clubs and stuff, but Metros, there should be a show for Metros. And if you're shouting at the screen, now there is. other than Gaydon, let me know and we'll see if we can go along.
I don't know.
Hello.
So you had a good day?
I have.
If you could take anything home today, what would you have taken home?
Ooh, that car.
That one?
I'd take that car home.
No, I didn't mean that in like, I was a bit surprised. I was like, whoa, okay.
Yep, it'd be that car.
If you told you you're taking it home.
she might chop her fingers off. No, I've had a good day.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
And yeah, it's been very enjoyable. Very
There
enjoyable.
was a nice A55, the green one that was there earlier.
Yes.
I think that's
yes.
the one I would have took home.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's been really friendly today. It's
Yeah,
been
very
really
much
good.
friendly. It's really nice to meet up with other YouTubers
Yeah.
and just like do a little collaboration.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah.
Want to give you a shout out? Give your channel. Go on.
Yes, Hooked on Classics. I do Rover 75, Ford Cortina Mark III, and I've got 2 motorcycles as well. So
Good name
feel
for
free to.
motorcycles. What's the motorcycle?
I have a Kawasaki ZZR 600 from
Right.
1991, and I
Yeah.
have a 1983 Yamaha RS 125DX.
Play Road Rash. Road Rash 2.
I used to, very much so. Still got the Mega Drive version.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you.
That's been good. Here's a nice real Survivor. 1978 SD1. The buttons in the middle, look. Automatic. That is very, very brown valor in there, isn't it? That is very brown valor in there. But it's a Survivor. It's older than me. Let's see if we got the original sticker. Look at that. Nice. SD1s.
Whoa, always me.
Woo. 24 Alaman stickers. Very nice taste on. Yeah, they do have flair, don't they? The bonnet's open in this one. Begging you to have a look. These are a really good idea because obviously if you're putting in storage you just want to save your battery from running down. That is a meaty engine. I've always loved this colour. Absolutely love this colour. Just wait for the chap to take a photo. And yeah, if you could tell me in the comments what that colour is. Really, really like it. My grandparents had an Austin Ambassador in that colour. And it really suited it. One come up on Marketplace recently, Austin Ambassador in that colour, and I just thought, wow, that's nostalgia, but yeah. There we are, that's what it's all about. There's Peggy.
Got a bit of condensation in his lens, isn't
That's per typical Rover thing. You've never been in an SD1, have you?
I think I sat in it, but I don't think it went anywhere.
No comment.
But it wasn't ours.
No.
I think that was Steve's.
Oh, yeah. Right, I'm going to run down there because there's a princess in the distance.
Oh, you're gonna go see a princess, are you?
I'm going to go see a princess. You coming with me?
No, you can be a queen on your own.
You can't be a BMC fan without seeing what was at the time the very futuristic look of the Austin Princess. 2.2 HLS. Look at those wheels. Just superb. Just superb. And then they're pulling at the heartstrings now. This is the A55 Cambridge. It's slightly different. It's a completely different back end to the A50 that I had. But what a car! Same dash and buttons and everything else in there. And it'll have that same moody front. What a car. Beautiful. I am really chuffed to see an Austin Ambassador here. We recently had an Austin Ambassador on the channel, and we just didn't have enough storage and enough time. But I'm really pleased to say that, you know, there is another YouTube channel. It got sold on to a collector, and then he's put it on the channel. He's fully restored it, so that Ambassador is back on the road. But this, you don't see them anymore. They're just a rare car now. Very rare car.
I used to do it when I used to be a tire fixer, pumping them up.
Look at the interior on that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Just a shame. Look at the boots if you want.
Yeah.
Just a shame.
Look at this, the amount of room.
The back end. Yeah. It's got a lovely back end. Yeah. Yeah. I think the older cars are better.
The 213 and the 216. What a car. Very stylish. A lot of Honda influence. So when Rover and Honda started doing their collaborations, so I think, what's the Honda called? Gosh, going to test my knowledge. Honda Concerto was the later one. Honda Accord. Great cars. The Honda Concerto was the 214 opposite, wasn't it? I don't know what the 213 was called in the Honda badge one. It's gone out of my head just now, but yeah. What a car. Lovely to drive, super smooth, super economical. Excellent.
So here we have got Darren Valsatis in his natural habitat, taking photos and obviously having a look around. And here he comes with his little tripod.
Here's a rare survivor there.
It's definitely.
And I don't mean Darren, I mean the Metro.
Most people would scrap it, wouldn't they?
Yeah, most people would scrap it. So it is Warners of Tewkesbury, so it's a local car to me and Peggy. I love the trim held on with
Zip ties.
with a zip tie, yeah. It's even on, we were just saying it about before I started pressing play, it's still on the old 315s, which is basically 3.4, so it's in between a 13 and a 4, no, they're in between a 12 and a 13 inch.
Yeah.
You can't, those tyres are not made anymore. Dog-tired interior. Only 49,000, I bet it ticks over, I bet it runs like a dream. Token roof rack at the time. I love it. Me and Peggy have a soft spot for these. And a good friend of ours, when I was doing projects with John, they gave us one. But when me and John divided our projects, we let it go to a chap who's now restored it and put it on the road, and he's part of a heritage bus depot group. So we did save it. It's a D-Reg. We did save it, and we did put it on. Well, we didn't put it on the road personally, but we did save it. So it's all good. But this one, wow, it's an early one. Commercials don't tend to survive like cars. Cars can get passed down from the family, or they might not do a lot of mileage. But commercials tend really get used and hammered by companies with an intention of a lifespan. So they don't tend to survive. So this is really, really nice to see, and the owner's done a wonderful job on that.
I'm traipsing around in all this mud.
There's always stragglers at these shows.
I'm having a gimbal bimble.
You're having a gimbal bimble?
Yeah.
What's your favourite one so far?
Favourite car?
Yeah, if you could take one home today.
Ooh, there's so many to choose from. I quite like the Austin Cambridges up there.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a Cambridge.
Yeah, to the 55, that green 55.
Oh, the green one, yeah.
Yeah,
lovely.
that's nice. Oh,
yeah, there's
good
some nice
stuff.
motors.
Gone back to the 50s now, look.
Yeah.
Cheers.
See you later.
We're at the end of Pride of Longbridge. It's been a great day. The sun has finally come out. And we're just with the YouTube cars here. You're hiding.
Hello.
Where do you come from? Where do you live, Tom?
Sheffield.
Good city, that. My dad's
Cofton Park. Pride of Longbridge. A very good turnout.